What's up? My name is Ruben Garcia. I'm a local agent here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, in Cumberland County, which is obviously why you are here. I'm about to go over some of that stuff. We do what we call real estate CIA. The C is for coaching or consulting. The I is investing. So we have Airbnbs in Fayetteville, Hope Mills. We have long-term rentals in Fayetteville. We have an RV rental. We're selling that business if you know anybody who is interested. And the A is the agent. So we do have a team of agents who sell real estate in North Carolina and in about 33, 34 other states. That being said, I live here in Cumberland County. So, yes, everyone did see that we got warned about these taxes, these property taxes that will be hitting our properties here shortly. And I've had a few people reach out and say, "Hey, listen, this would be nice if you did a video on this," because I did a post, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. I did a post, and it's been shared, and I just got off a call with someone else who said, "Listen, would surely love a video showing how to go through this because, they don't do real estate all the time, right?" And I've got enough of this where I said, "You know what? Let's do a video." So let's get started. All right, let me give me a second because I'm going to be sharing screens and doing a whole bunch of other things. So this is the post that went out. So as you can see, I did jump on Facebook. Jump on Facebook and tell everyone, "Yep, Cumberland County tax values have skyrocketed." I gave the assessed values where you could find them. This is crazy. Well, it's not. I guess it's not crazy, but to me, we have less than a month to submit an informal appeal to the tax administration office. July 1, new tax rates using the updated assessment values take effect. August of this year, the tax bill is scheduled to be mailed. Now, most of you have already got something in the mail or have checked out your value online and threw up in your mouth a little bit, which has started a frenzy of conversation around this. Here's the appeal process. This is what I want to make clear. Taxpayers who disagree with assessed value can complete the 2025 reevaluation informal appeal form located on the back of each mailed notice. Appeal forms along with instructions on how to appeal are also available. And here's the link. We're going to go through that. An appeals FAQ can be found by visiting the county website, proven by Ruben. Now, it's been shared and there's been conversations about it. So I said, you know what? Let's do this. So something else I did is I went and checked out some of the shared posts, and it ended up being shared by, give me a second, share screen. It ended up being shared by, oh, where are you at? Henry Tyson. So really good friend, commercial broker in the area. And I found this one to be intriguing. What are the chances that the rate will go down? People, especially retirees on fixed incomes, cannot afford this increase based on the current rate. It's ridiculous what we pay on property tax, homeowners insurance, car insurance, groceries. We cannot afford to keep absorbing the rising costs with the merger. Oh man, I'm messing this up. 3% cost of living increase we receive from Social Security. Yeah, I know at least one commissioner that will be fighting for it. So check that out. I know one commissioner that will fight for it. I'm hopeful colleagues will too. So it is, I guess you could say, hopeful that somebody will be fighting to not have such a drastic increase. They have to do this every 8 years. My understanding, they get the option to do it every 4 years. They didn't do it. They went ahead and just, I don't know how they were able to do this. We're going to go over this stuff, but man, you're seeing over 100% increased values on properties. So and which is interesting because I'm going to bring up something where it's only found that on average 60+% has grown in value with their assessments. We're going to go over that. All right, let's keep sharing screen. So if I were to, let me go back to present, share screen. Sorry, it's kind of a process to do this. Give me a second. Let's see if this is it. Oh, it is it. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so here we are. Once you click that link that was inside that post that I did at the bottom that it says you could go ahead and appeal the process by clicking this link. this is the link that will pop up. So let's walk through it. All right, so you'll click that link and this is where you'll end up. Property tax reevaluation. Now, you got the reevaluation contact information. Yes, we got that. Walk-in services available. If you want to do that, and there's the email, taxrealestate@cumberlandcountync.gov. Then you're going to have these links, which I'm going to click on these and I'm going to explain these. The reevaluation is the process of appraising all properties in Cumberland County to ensure fair and accurate tax assessments using adopted schedules and standards. This process helps to reflect any changes in property value since the last reevaluation, maintaining equity among properties. Since we're going to go through, I just keep thinking of things that I've already looked into that it just kind of contradicts a little bit. Key points right here. Another timeline of when things are going to be taking effect. Now, I took out most of this on my post and just put essentially what I thought was the essential dates. So you may want to check this out. I would say the biggest date right now is March 24th, which is the deadline for property owners to submit a request for an informal appeal to the tax administration office. I love how they put video down here, like there's a professional who came to the houses and talked with literally everyone. At least that's what it gives the feel. Of course, that did not happen. But yeah, you got this. So click this first. If you were to click this, Cumberland County adopted 2025 reevaluation schedule of values. So I click that button. I'm going to I'm gonna share screen real quick. Come on. Share. That is not the right one. All right, so I'm looking. Sorry. I've got so many screens open. I'm trying to share the right one. So give me 1 second. No. All right. So here we are. We click the first link. And I scroll down to 226. So if you go to page 265 out of this 361 page paper, I think it said a brochure, which is kind of nuts. I don't think, maybe this wasn't the brochure, but you scroll down. The appeal process, general overview. So it gives you a little bit of information about the appeal process. If the taxpayer is not satisfied with the decision of the local board, he may appeal the State Board of Equalization and Review. Now listen, known as the Property Tax Commission. The commission meets monthly in Raleigh to decide questions on valuation and exemption. The commission is a trial court. Like any trial court, it is required to follow the North Carolina rules of evidence. When the taxpayer appeals, which we'll go over that, the taxpayer has the burden of proof. Yes, of course. Thank you. They did a county-wide, and where's the number? Where's the number? It's on one of these documents I went over earlier. Large number. Oh, I'll bring it up when we bring it up. And yet, Commissioner, burden of proof. Yes, we have the burden of proof. So individual taxpayers may present their own cases, but are encouraged to hire an attorney. If a property owner is a business entity, the business entity may represent itself using a non-attorney representative. Business entity is limited. Yep. The commission will render its decision within a short time. Based on the greater weight of the evidence, evidence is usually presented as sworn testimony and or documents. The county has the opportunity to cross-examine any witness, of course. The taxpayer may appeal a decision of the Property Tax Commission to the State Court of Appeals and State Supreme Court. Now, I know all y'all have the money for this, right? You know, I would guess if all of us were very well off, that we wouldn't be so shocked about the high 100% increase in tax values that we're going to have to pay on every year. So yes, you are the one that has the burden of proof to prove that your home isn't necessarily worth 100% its previous value. So here we go. And the numbers, and I'm sorry if it's a little where I'm like, hey, what was that number? And then I come back here and I'm like, I can't find the number, but I'm going to go over it. I just want to get this video out, right? So it's a big conversation online. So this is why I'm kind of a little all over the place, but trying to go step by step. But as you hear there will be processes. The first process, March 24th, I would say definitely get with your people, which we're going to talk about this too, to get some comps on this property as proof. We're agents. We're doing it for our past clients. If you have a trusted agent, reach out to them. If you don't, reach out to us, and we will, we may get a lot of people who want to have this CMA or comparative market analysis to help with their case. So I'm sorry if we don't get to everyone, but you dang near you. I mean, you better be sure that we're going to try our best. So anyways, I'm going to go to this now. So there's a little bit about that. This is a 361 page document. If you want to go through that, it does give some reports here, as you can see, and how they come up with some prices. Okay. Now, oh, here's the brochure. That was definitely not a brochure. That's why I looked at it. Kind of crazy. But check this out. I do want to go over this as well. So this is the next link that you're going to click. And it will bring up this. It is the property reevaluation brochure. As you can see, it's a trifold. But I want to go through this. So check this out. Over here in the corner, and this answers the question that we were talking about earlier. Let me make sure it's shared. Okay, cool. Let's do, okay. But check this out. Here is a FAQ, right? Frequently asked question. I have an elderly disabled or disabled veteran. I have an elderly disabled or disabled veteran exclusion on my tax bill. Does this reevaluation mean I will lose that exclusion? Listen to this, guys. The reevaluation will, and it's right here. This is what I'm reading from if you're watching the video, not just listening to it. The reevaluation will update all real property tax values to reflect a current market value as of January 1, 2025. If a property qualifies for the elderly or disability exclusion, the exclusion will not be removed. But the amount that is actually billed may change depending on the new reappraisal. There it is, right there in the brochure. And then it does go over some more frequently asked questions. Who decides the value of my property? Certified county appraisers employed at the Cumberland County Tax Department conduct research and analysis to develop uniform standards, methods, and formulas for reevaluation. We use, and we're going to go over this in the next one. We use mass appraisal, and this is where I'm reading again if you're watching. We use mass appraisal techniques designed to predict market values for thousands of properties rather than one individual, which I get. Could you imagine knocking on every single door within Cumberland County? I get it. Also would be nice that there's an understanding that every property is extremely unique versus doing a median or an average, you know? And this is why so many people, some are like, I lived out of, no one could even see my property. How are they even able to see if, if there was a drive-by appraisal or anything like that? It's like, man, I am off the grid or off the main road. How could anybody even appraise my property and tell me what it's worth on this type of bill that I just got in my mail? So I could understand the mass, but I can understand the individuals looking at their house like, ain't no way. Which we're going to go over some of this. Of course, this is why I'm here. There is more information on here if you want to go over it, like what is market value, what is the reevaluation, isn't a reevaluation done just to raise taxes because the county needs more money? Love that they even put that on there. What happens after I appeal? We're going to go over that. No one came to my property. How can you revalue it? Exactly, right? So I was just going to read this because that was part of what I just said. It says, during the reappraisal process, we review each property through listings, mapping programs, site reviews of some neighborhoods and individual properties. Right. That video was some neighborhoods, all right? And by analyzing recent sales of similar properties to attain the current market value of your property, many site visits to various properties are conducted throughout this process. Yeah. What can I do if I disagree? And that's what we're going to get into. Let me close this out. All right. There's a PowerPoint presentation. So again, as you click these links, I'm kind of going through them until we get to the final appeal process just to build some understanding. Share screen. And for you investors out there that have some investment properties, here's the thing too. I was talking to the team about two things. One, if you're a real estate investor, one, you're gonna have to do appeals on all your properties, which is gonna take a little bit of time. Which reminds me of something else. So really three things. So uh, for all you investors out there, get busy. Second thing is, guys, there's probably going to be some scams out there. Hey, give me a few $100. I will do this quick um, appraisal, even though they're not really licensed to appraise, or comparative market analysis, or give me some money, give me some money, give me some money. Um, some may not be scams. I haven't heard of anyone charging for this unless you get an appraisal. Obviously, you got to change. The appraiser has to charge you for that. Which, by the way, that's one of the required items as proof if you decide to go that route. But just guys, be careful of scams. I can almost guarantee there's going to be scams out there because of this. Hey, we'll do this for you at this $50, 100, 150,000. I don't know where it's going to go. Please be extremely careful and tell others to be careful. If somebody's talking about paying you, you should pay them to give you documents to beat this. Just do your research on these people. Maybe even put it out there, ask Facebook, ask any social media, just like, hey, anybody know this person? Please be careful of that. And the sad thing is, and back to the first one with the investors who are owning rental properties, who do you think is going to be the one helping pay that bill? It's going to be the renters. And right now, affordable housing isn't necessarily a thing. And so a lot of people are renting, and which is only supply and demand, creating more demand, which is raising prices. What do you think this is going to do? It's going to raise the prices. They have to. The owner has to if they're going to have to pay more taxes. Something to think about. And the third thing that I was going to say is, we have buyers right now who are under contract, and we're wondering, like, man, I hope we could close on everyone because this may mess up their payment, and it may be a payment that they weren't necessarily looking forward to. So yeah. Anyways, all right. Here is the PowerPoint if you're watching. So this one's a shorter one, 23 pages versus 300 something. Reevaluation results. I'm going to scroll. But I'm just going to get to the numbers. Appraise all. So it says reevaluation objective was to appraise all real property in the county at 100% of its market value as defined by statute. Appraise all very widely and generally. Reevaluation includes. All right, so general reevaluation are conducted by appealing mass appraisal techniques in conjunction with computer assisted mass appraisal, CAMA. I wonder if any karma is going to come from this anyway. Software. Vacant and improved property sales reviewed, analyzed. Here it is. Here's that big number I was telling you. For the 2025 reevaluation, we considered over 45,000 qualified sales. What's a qualified sale? And analyzing market patterns and trends. So that is obviously an average when each house isn't average, which they do give us this appeal process, which is why we're going through this. Residential, commercial, blah, 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 blah. Where's that number I wanted to tell you guys? So check this out. Look at this. The bottom line. Check this out. Countywide, the total real property assessed value has increased almost 65%, 64.7% to be exact. So look at this. It's got the large number and the larger number. So you got total 2024 assessed value, 2017 rates at almost 24 billion. Total 2025 beginning is it's a little over 39 billion. Increase at 64.7%. Okay, an increased value of over $15 billion. Now, if it has increased almost 65%, and they're looking at this larger appraisal process, why are we seeing homes well over 100% increased on their value? And listen, I'm not an expert at this wide appraisal. We do comparative market CMAs, comparative market analysis before we list a home. If we're working with a buyer, we do one, make sure it's a fair value, right? A little lost if everything has increased 65% in the county on assets or properties that have qualified, but we're getting over 100%. Lots, I would say majority are around that 100% marker and more on the social media posts, at least the things that I'm watching and that I'm seeing. So I thought that was interesting. Tell me what you guys think about this. By the way, share it with anyone that you know needs to hear this, which is everyone. All right. Residential, real property component results by property type. Here you go. The total is 65, residential 86, even still lower. Commercial 27%. And here's more multifamily they looked at, vacant land they looked at. Commercial results, if you're into that thing. Tyson, I'm looking at you. I'm sure you've already checked this out. Percent change by municipality. So check it out. 61% in Fayetteville, 70% in Hope Mills. Godwin, 107. But there's not many homes in Godwin. But they're taking all this into effect or into their calculation. Property type change. Here you go. You can look at this screenshot, or you can just pull this up, obviously. Communicating with taxpayers. So there's some more of the notices, frequently asked question brochure. Reevaluation call center. I guarantee this call center is getting blown up, getting tore up from the floor up, almost guaranteed. Appeal support. There you go. Property owners are requested to take these steps. We're going to go over that. Appeal support. Yep, there you go. Appeals, what to expect. There you go. Getting a phone call. Probably on this stuff. More information, more information, more information. What tax relief is available? This is a pretty cool little part of this. Remaining 2025 schedule, and then it runs through with more information. So, you're ready to do the appeal process. I just need to give some backstory, some numbers, and some things that make you scratch your head. I may have answered some questions you've had, may not have, may have created more questions, or at least more ammo in this appeal process. Let me know your thoughts. All right. So you click on the this form is called the 2025 Reevaluation Informal Appeal Document, the informal appeal request that you will turn in. They've got all forms of they've got many ways that you could turn this document in. Well, let's go over it. All right. So present, share screen. And we just did this with our property, right? One of our properties. Here it is. So let's expand this thing. Get it bigger. All right, here we go. What y'all think? Y'all see that better? So here we are. I should do that with all of them. I'm sorry. So this gives a little information. There it is again. No later than March 24, sorry, 2025. I like this. If you believe the new value exceeds or is below what the property would reasonably have sold for in January 1, you may appeal. I guarantee not one soul in Cumberland County is appealing because it is below property value. Anyways, here's the form. A little information. 2025 Reevaluation Informal Appeal. I hereby request a review of the assessment applied to the following real property. Boom. You got your read or the parcel ID. How do you get here? So I'm going to show you this because this part people may not even know. You know your owner, you know your name, you know your address, you know the property address, location, probably the same. You may be out of state, and you put your mailing address there. You know all this information, your cell phone, your work. Has an independent appraisal been made on this property? Yes or no? If yes, you're in good shape. Although they say, you know, it's interesting. I'm going to show you the other screen while I bring this up. They say that the appraisal is only good for that day. Once you actually get one, the appraiser and the appraisal company is going to tell you that. So, but it's supposed to help in the appeal process. So there you go. All right, so you want to go to this site to get the REID, the REID, the real estate ID or the parcel ID. You're going to want to go to taxpwa.cumberland.nc.us. They make it real easy. slash CAMAPWA slash. Okay. This link will be in the description. But you go here and then you put in your business name, you put in your name or the business name. Yes. You could put in your REID or your real estate ID, or you could put in your PIN. Okay. So you could do that. Once you do that, you come back to this form. Sorry. Remove, come back here, present, share screen. Where is it? Come back here, and then you put in that information right there. Owner opinion of value, you're going to put that right here, but how do you get there, right? So please explain why your opinion of value is different from the county assessed value. Provide additional information such as data on recent sales or comparative properties in the area. That's a CMA, or comparative market analysis. Remember, reach out to us or reach out to your agent or a trusted agent in the area. Don't reach out to an agent in Florida, Texas, or a Cumberland County real estate agent, okay? If you trust them, you love them, reach out. If you don't know who that might be, reach out to us again. If we get flooded, I apologize if we're not able to get to everyone. But we're not going to charge, so it's not a scam, okay? So there that is. You're going to need that. And then also recent appraisals. There it is right there that I was talking about. Market analysis. Yep, just said that. Sales contracts or any documents which lends support to your opinion. So if you just bought your home, I think they're looking at the last 5 years, I want to say is what I read before, but the more recent, the better. Income and expense information should be provided for apartment complex, shopping centers, hotels, mobile golf courses. And this is more of the commercial world for 3 years prior to the last reevaluation. If the person requesting this review is not the owner of record, a duly authorized POA or power of attorney should be attached to this request. By attesting below, I understand that in requesting a value review for the above property, the tax assessment may be reduced, increased, or not changed. Wouldn't that be insane if they increased it? Like, for the ones who are fighting this, not the ones who have undervalued, their lips are zipped. And I don't know of one. But could you imagine you're fighting because you feel like it's too much and then they increase it given the information you give them? The deadline to turn in this request is March 24th. That is so important. Results of this request will be mailed within 90 days. For questions, please call that number or email that number. Reason for request, the signature. The form may be submitted by mail, email, or brought in person to room 530 of the Judge E. Maurice Braswell Courthouse at 117 Dick Street, Fayetteville, or dropped in the secure drop box located beside the mailboxes in the back parking lot off Cool Springs and Russell Streets at the courthouse. There's your mail to, there's your email to. I'm sure plenty will email. I couldn't imagine the courthouse right now. But yeah, that's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to do it. You're going to fill out that form. You have the website that you're going to get the real estate ID from, or the parcel ID, and I think that's is the parcel ID, right? Let me just scroll up. Yeah, so you got the information that you're gonna put it in there. You're gonna look at what's sold. If you just don't know and you don't want to reach out to us, which is totally fine. I mean, just go online. Zillow's out there. I don't know if it's gonna hold weight, but do your best to come out with as much information about what has sold in the area and how you could use that to lower the tax burden that people are getting hit with right now. So that's a quick information. Some of the numbers, what the links look like, and the final link, which is the appeal process with that document, and where to turn it in. That's the whole thing in under 30 minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. I will say this: please share. Please share with anyone and everyone that you feel needs to hear this, so they can appeal the process of what they just got hit with. And let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like about this video. Let me know where I messed up. I may have messed up. I just want to push this video out very quickly. Let me know what you would have done different, but more importantly, I would say share. Let us know if you have questions. If you do want us to reach out to you for a comparative market analysis to help, just DM me. Um, I'm found on Proven by Ruben on all platforms. So Proven by Ruben, like the RUBEN, and let me know. We do have a team, so we're gonna try to do some, obviously, but if we can't get to all of them, I apologize. I don't know how big this is gonna get, but we're gonna try our best. If you know me, I fight for the community. I go into schools. I talk to kids all the time. Going again next week. Like I love this community, and it kind of hurts to see that so many people are just like really taken back by this. And if there is a way that we could help with the the tax bill that they're now going to get hit with, and the trickle effect for not owners, the renters that are going to be hit with possibly higher rents, this is what I'm gonna do. So let me know if you have any questions. Please reach out, and I truly, truly, truly hope you have an amazing day.